Okay, I am just testing. I'm gonna see if I can hear myself on the iPad. Okay, I think I can hear myself, although I don't know how I'll sound compared to what we might be watching today. Obviously, if you're joining, you're going to see my title, which is hashtag Black Lives Matter. I'm going to wait around until some people come in, but I just want to talk about this subject because right now everybody's talking about this subject, and I want to hear how you guys are feeling about it, how you guys are doing. Um, we're going to just kind of talk through it, be a community together. So I don't know if anybody's actually here yet. I don't think so, because I think this is just me watching myself. So, okay, we're just gonna take a look at these things together. Hope everybody is safe at home or peacefully protesting, because that's fine. And just stay safe while you're doing that, obviously. Okay. God, a lot of things going on. Literally, you just type in oh, because I've already searched it, but I swear it was like one of the first things. Just let me know if anybody's here watching. I wanted to talk to you guys about all of this. Obviously, everybody's talking about it right now, so I just kind of wanted to see different opinions of this right now. Yeah, see, this seems pretty peaceful. So, not every protest is violent like the media likes to portray. It's so scary. Really? Well, this was really quiet. I don't know if. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on my iPad, so I'm sorry if there's. It's repetitive. Oh God, that's gonna echo. Yeah, you're right. There is no desk audio. Okay. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
Can you hear anything?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. But it's still not playing out of there.
It isn't. You can tell.
Okay. You can tell it's not playing out of there. That's weird. The desktop audio got muted somehow on this one.
Okay, so it isn't any.
Okay.
Okay. Can you guys hear anything now? Can't be here right now? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I think it's just too quiet, whatever the desktop is. Just a second. Let's do this again. You can still hear, right?
I mean, I stopped it, so it's not
Okay.
doing anything right now. You can press play on it if you need it to. You can't be
No
here,
peace!
I can't be.
No justice! No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! No justice! No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! No justice! No peace!
No, it's okay.
No peace!
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you saying I can't be here in the stream or you can't? Like, I understand if you can't be, if it's, but I'm not sure if you're talking about me or not. I just wanted, I mean, like, everybody's talking about this subject right now, and obviously, I was thinking I would have to, like, just, like, avoid it or not talk about it because politics and everything, like, it stresses me out because I'm always afraid of saying something wrong or something, like being on the wrong side of things or getting a lot of heat for things. But obviously, I'm not really that famous, so I don't think I'd make much of an impact on people. Obviously, I think what happened is wrong, but there's a lot of things going into this that, like, obviously, we have some peaceful protesters, and that does happen. I've heard plenty of people say that there are peaceful protesters, but there are also people, I think, taking advantage of this situation. Look, she has the same shirt I do. Oh my God. Sort of, like, same pattern. I think there are some evil people out there taking advantage of this, and they are trying to vandalize and loot because of this situation, and it's terrible. I think it's terrible when people just do that because you're hurting other people, and that's not what this is all about. Obviously, protesting, I understand that completely. I think that we need to make our voices heard because this has happened way too much, and obviously we've tried in the past to be peaceful about it, and it's not done a thing. But I don't want people getting hurt either, protesting, There are so many people getting hurt right now. And obviously with the coronavirus going on, it's, dangerous to be in this kind of crowd. I hope that people can social distance while trying to peacefully protest. I think that people can be careful. Obviously, people are wearing masks, so that's really good too. I would say not to take your kids because you just don't know what the police might do, what vandalizers might do. You don't know what people might be throwing. You don't want your kids to get tear gassed. Like, I fear for the kids that are part of this. I'm glad that there are kids this passionate, though, that want to be a part of this. They have to be taught about this kind of stuff. We can't, like, blind them from this. We have to be able to teach our kids that, what's truly going on. But I think we need to all try to be safe for sure. I don't know if anybody's really watching right now. I just kind of wanted to, I live in Oklahoma. It has reached Oklahoma City a little bit, but mostly just like from what the media says, it seems like it was violent protesting in Oklahoma City. It sounded like, a guy got pulled out of his truck and got like beaten with like cinder block and pounded and stuff, and that sounds really scary, honestly, but I don't know why they would do that. I don't know what antagonized that, but just be careful. And they're blocking off roads and stuff. They were trying to loot. It's just crazy right now, and it's really sad. But I want to hear your thoughts, and I want to hear what you guys are either doing or not doing. If you're staying home to protest, on media or whatever, or if you're going out there and marching with people, how you feel about it. There are just so many videos. I truly don't actually know I feel like I don't know the true story because I only go to work. I haven't really been on social media, but I first heard about this, I believe, on Thursday or Friday. I had no idea because I don't watch the news, but just trying to find like a good way to understand this. I don't know. No, I don't want to subscribe. Wow. I was trying to watch that. I haven't really seen it for myself, to be honest. Let's see if I can find something on it. Because I've been told a lot of things. I've been told that he was counterfeiting. I've been told he was forging, like signatures. I've been told it was, I've been told a lot of things, so I'm like not honestly sure like what the real story is. So I kind of wanted to like hear other people's thoughts and see if I could find out for myself, because I haven't really been able to sit down and figure out this whole thing. Yeah, I'm sure it's hard to watch, but I feel like I need to know, because I've heard a lot of different things. Like, I've heard it was like a guy leaning on his neck with his, knee, but I don't know. I did find a video earlier. I don't know if I can see. I'm so bad at this. Is it with history? Yeah, obviously
It's a Monday
hard to
evening
watch.
in Minneapolis. Police respond to a call about a man who allegedly used a counterfeit $20 bill to buy cigarettes. 17 minutes later, the man they are there to investigate lies motionless on the ground and is pronounced dead shortly after.
Like, how can you be on somebody like
The man was
that?
46-year-old George Floyd, a bouncer originally from Houston who'd lost his job at a restaurant when the coronavirus pandemic hit. Floyd's death triggered major protests in Minneapolis and sparked rage across the country. 4 officers have been fired and put under investigation. One of them, Derek Chauvin, has been arrested and charged with murder and manslaughter. The Times analyzed bystander
Hopefully he
videos,
has been.
security camera
I hope it
footage,
goes
and police
through. I
scanner
hope he
audio,
gets.
spoke to witnesses and experts, and reviewed documents released by the authorities.
Yeah, I mean,
to
it
build
makes
as
sense that they wouldn't
comprehensive a
allow that
picture
kind
as
of thing.
possible, and better understand how George Floyd died in police custody. The events of May 25th begin here. Floyd is sitting in the driver's seat of this blue SUV. Across the street is a convenience store called Cup Foods. Footage from this restaurant's security camera helps us understand what happens next. Note that the timestamp on the camera is 24 minutes fast. At 7:57 p.m., 2 employees from Cup Foods confront Floyd and his companions about an alleged counterfeit bill he just used in their store to buy cigarettes. They demand the cigarettes back, but walk away empty-handed. 4 minutes later, they call the police.
I'm sure they've
According
been
to the
interviewed.
911 transcript, an employee says that Floyd used fake bills to buy cigarettes and that he is awfully drunk and not in control of himself. Soon, the first police vehicle arrives on the scene.
Wonder if they just said he was
Officers
drunk or
Thomas
if he was
Lane
actually
and J.
drunk.
Alexander
I don't know.
Koenig
I'm
step
sure
out
you'd
of
be
the
able to
car
find that
and
out
approach the blue SUV.
with autopsy.
Seconds later, Lane pulls his gun. We don't know exactly why, and orders Floyd to put his hands on the wheel. Lane reholsters the gun, and after about 90 seconds of back and forth, yanks Floyd out of the SUV. A man is filming the confrontation from a car parked behind them. The officers cuff Floyd's hands behind his back, and Koenig walks him to the restaurant wall.
All right, what's your name?
From the 911 transcript and the footage, we now know 3 important facts. First, that the police believed they were responding to a man who was drunk and out of control. But second, even though the police were expecting this situation, we can see that Floyd has not acted violently. And third, that he seems to already be in distress.
Yeah, they already
6
seem to
minutes into
be
the arrest, the 2
aggressive with
officers
him.
move Floyd back to
Which,
their
I mean,
vehicle.
I don't know if, like,
As
I
the
don't know what he
officers
said,
approach
but
the
I can't
car,
imagine.
we can see
I mean,
Floyd
like,
fall
his
to the
posture
ground.
and everything didn't seem like he was
According
resisting
to the
that
criminal
much.
complaint filed against Chauvin, the officer who's later arrested.
Yeah,
Floyd says he was
and
close to
like the drunk comment, I don't know if he was or not. Like, I don't know if there's been an autopsy saying he had alcohol in his system, and if so, I mean, obviously he shouldn't have been driving, but he stayed there while the police came to check out the, I guess, counterfeiting stuff and the drunkenness or whatever. But I'm wondering if the shopkeepers just said that or they thought it, and I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's a true claim or not. I haven't heard that part either.
And refuses to enter the police car. During the struggle, Floyd appears to turn his head to address the officers multiple times. According to the complaint,
I
he
wonder
tells
if
them
any
he
of these
can't
cops
breathe.
had like a body cam. I
9
feel
minutes
like
into the arrest,
don't most
the third
do
and final
nowadays?
police car arrives on the scene.
I guess not, because I
It's
feel like we
carrying
would have
officers
seen that
Tim
already.
Tao and Derek Chauvin. Both have previous records of complaints brought against them.
See, like, how many complaints does it take? 17 complaints, 6 complaints. What were those complaints about? I want to know. Like, what were people complaining about, and why did it take this long to get them either fired or reprimanded? Or, I mean, like, I don't even know what the complaints were about. Like, were they aggressive with people? Were they not? I mean, like, I feel like people in the police department, if they are corrupt, they think they think they have all this power, and they think that nothing can stop them. And obviously, I mean, like, why should they think that? If he has 17 complaints, like, what is being done about that before this? Like, was there anything done to, like, was there any suspension? Was there any dock and pay? Like, I mean, like, what was complained about? What was done about it? I mean, yeah, 17 is far too many. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Flores
sure
was
that they
sued
don't
for
want to.
throwing a man to
They
the
don't
ground
want to
and hitting
release
him.
everything. They don't want to
Chauvin
release
has
all
been
the
involved in
evidence
3
because it
police
probably would look
shootings,
bad on them,
one of
honestly.
fatal. Chauvin
Oh,
had-
wait, what? He was what? Involved in 3 shootings. Like, I don't know if that means he shot or if he was involved in calls that involved shootings. But I would assume it means he was at least shooting somewhat. And that's not okay either. 1 fatal, like, if he actually killed somebody already, how is that okay? and then brutality lawsuit. Like, how? Yeah, I'm sure that's what it's saying, but jeez. Like, that's messed up.
Chauvin becomes involved in the struggle to get Floyd into the car. Security camera footage from Cup Foods shows Koenig struggling with Floyd in the back seat while Tao watches. Chauvin pulls him through the back seat and onto the street. We don't know why. Floyd is now lying on the pavement, face down. That's when 2 witnesses begin filming, almost simultaneously. The footage from the first witness shows us that all 4 officers are now gathered around Floyd. It's the first moment when we can clearly see that Floyd is face down on the ground, with 3 officers applying pressure to his neck, torso.
And see, that's the thing. All I kept hearing was somebody was on his neck, and obviously that is not okay. Like, no one should be on their neck. But like, there was 3 of them. 1 on his neck, 1 on his torso, 1 on his legs. Why did they think that was okay? Like, he didn't even seem like he was trying to get out of the situation that much. So like, I just don't see why they thought they had to be like that. They could have tried so many different things. If he was being aggressive or not cooperating, couldn't they have like done other tactics to try to get him to stop or to, listen or whatever? It's just... And he was saying he was like claustrophobic, which obviously if you're claustrophobic, sorry, if you're getting arrested, you're going to have to go into the police car. But for them to do this is just, there's no justification. None. Not unless he was trying to somehow harm them, which it didn't seem like at all. He is just begging.
When Lane appears to tell the person filming to walk away.
This is messed up. And of course, yeah, the police are like, get out of here. They don't want anybody recording. They know this is bad.
Assistance, reporting an injury to Floyd's mouth. In the background, we can hear Floyd struggling.
Can we get EMS code 2? We're bleeding from the mouth.
The call is quickly upgraded to a code 3, a call for emergency medical assistance. By now, another bystander, 17-year-old Darnella Frazier, is filming from a different angle. Her footage shows that despite calls for medical help, Chauvin keeps Floyd pinned down for another 7 minutes. We can't see whether Koenig and Lane are still applying pressure.
What do you want? I can breathe. Please, the knee in my dick.
Did they just say, what do you want? Are you kidding?
Please, the knee in my dick. I can breathe.
I swear they did.
Are still applying pressure.
What do you want? I can breathe.
I don't know if that's... I'm pretty sure that was the police saying, what do you want?
Bro, get up, get in the car, man. I will. Get up, get in the car. I can't move. I've been waiting the whole time, man. Get up, get in the car. Mama. Get up and get in the car right.
Why are they yelling at him to get up and to get into the car if they're pinning him down? He said he would, and they're still just like holding him down, not giving him a chance. He said, I will. He said, I will. He said he would go in the car and listen. And they just keep repeating themselves saying, get in the car. What?
I can't.
In the 2 videos, Floyd can be heard telling officers that he can't breathe at least 16 times in less than 5 minutes.
I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe.
But Chauvin never takes his knee off of Floyd, even as his eyes close and he appears to go unconscious.
Look at him.
Oh.
Get off of him now. What is wrong with y'all? What the He got made. He got made.
According to medical and policing experts, these 4 police officers are committing a series of actions that violate policies and in this case turn fatal. They've kept Floyd lying face down, applying pressure for at least 5 minutes. This combined action is
And the thing is, at work, I remember somebody saying like nobody was trying to do anything. Well, yeah, they were filming, and at least that's good because now we have evidence that he was obviously not doing a good thing. Like, he was on him, and he was begging to breathe, and he wouldn't do anything. But also, like, you saw them, they walked forward, and he just, like, immediately grabbed his mace. There's another officer here, I think they said his name was Chow or something, or whatever his name is. And he's like right there ready to get to them too. So like, what could they do? You know, like they're
Pressing
trying.
his chest and making
There's no
it
way to get
impossible
through that.
breathe.
You don't want to get.
Chauvin is pushing his knee into Floyd's neck, a move banned by most police departments.
Bro, he's not moving.
No, did they fucking kill him, bro?
Minneapolis Police Department policy
messed
states an
up.
officer can only do this if someone is, quote, actively resisting. And even though the officers call for medical assistance,
Yeah.
they take no action to treat Floyd on their own
Like, there's
while waiting for the
plenty
ambulance to
there, and they're
arrive.
yelling at
Oh,
him.
you think that's okay? Check his pulse. Check his pulse. Check
They know
the
he's
man
not
ain't
alive.
moved
They
yet, bro.
know.
According to the complaint against Chauvin, Lane asks him twice if they should roll Floyd onto his side. Chauvin says no.
They're just being so
20 minutes into the
disrespectful.
arrest, an ambulance arrives on the scene.
Get off of his
They don't
neck.
care.
The
These guys
EMTs
don't
check
care.
Floyd's pulse.
Are you serious?
Chauvin keeps his knee on Floyd's neck for almost another whole minute, even though Floyd appears completely unresponsive. He only gets off once the EMTs tell him to.
Yeah. Isn't that
Chauvin's kept his
disappointing?
knee on Floyd's neck for a total of 8 minutes and 46
And
seconds.
then they just
according to the
drag him.
complaint
They're
filed
just
against
they're
him.
they're not even
Floyd is loaded
trying.
into the ambulance.
They're just forcing it, and
The ambulance leaves the scene, possibly
they
because
knew.
a crowd is forming.
they knew this
but
was
the
gonna be
EMTs
useless.
call for additional medical help from the fire department.
You added fire to your run.
But when the engine arrives, the officers give them, quote, no clear info on Floyd or his whereabouts, according to a fire department incident report. This delays their ability to help the paramedics. Meanwhile, Floyd is
Like, why wouldn't they just communicate with them? Like, this is already a bad situation. Why did you get the fire department over there when clearly you moved the situation so that way it wasn't in the public's eye anymore? Like, why wouldn't you get him all the help he possibly could? No, you were just like, you didn't care. And you were just like, oh, well, you know, it's out of our hands. He's probably dead anyway, so yeah, we don't know where they are. Like, what was the point of this?
going into cardiac
This is
arrest.
so ridiculous.
Did you let MFD know that EMS needs, the fire needs to go to Parking 36, your patient is a full rest now?
It takes the engine 5 minutes to reach Floyd and the ambulance. He's pronounced dead at a nearby hospital around 9:25 p.m.
I
Floyd's
can't imagine
preliminary
what his
autopsy
family's
report,
going through.
cited in the complaint against Chauvin, found
Like,
that the
all these
combined
families
effects of
that
being
have been
restrained
wronged
by the
this
police
way.
and
It's
underlying
messed
heart
up.
disease likely contributed to his death. The widely circulated arrest videos don't paint the entire picture of what happened to George Floyd. Additional video and audio from the body cameras of the key officers would reveal more about why the struggle began and how it escalated. The city quickly fired all 4 officers, and Chauvin has been charged with murder and manslaughter. But for many, none of this has been enough, and outrage over George Floyd's
There's
death
just so much
has only
happening
spread
right now.
further and further across the
Like,
United States.
you know, the reason I mean, like, my Twitter has been blowing up with things so much recently. And so, like, I've just not gotten a clear picture of what's really happened.
I know you guys are thirsty. I wasn't yelling at y'all. Don't be looking at me like that. Just trying to spread a message, okay? I know you guys out here doing your job. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the ones that's doing it to us. You understand? We came out
Yeah,
here,
see, he's trying to show
and this is what I'm trying to show you.
people are, because not everybody's bad in the police force. Otherwise, I mean, we'd be screwed. There are good guys out there, and they're doing what they're told a lot of the time. But there are a lot of peaceful protesters. I know there are vandals, but there are a lot of peaceful ones that are getting shot with the rubber bullets or getting maced for no reason. You just have to wonder if people just get caught up in this and they weren't even like trying to protest, because there are going to be people trying to do their daily lives and they're going to get hit in the crossfire. And this is just, it's so hard. It seems pretty peaceful. Nuh-uh. Oh no. Really? I don't know if that's, like, I don't know, but that's, if they're actually stealing too, like looting themselves, that's messed up. It's messed up. There's just so much going on. Like, I don't even know where this has reached. I don't know where the protests are right now. Like, I don't know how far they've gone.
We losing loved ones every day to the people that's sworn in to protect us. It's not us. It's the police. This the madness that they spark up.
Who are they aiming that at?
Nice shooting at the photographer.
Like directly at us. Directly.
This is what they encourage.
Oh, God.
This is what they provoke.
It's a no-man's woman.
What are they
This
doing?
is what you get out of you taking a loved one from someone.
I am pressed.
I don't care. Get down.
Okay, I'm down.
Please.
This is what you get.
Cops are breaking their own car, and they're gonna blame it on the protesters.
You get a lot of people that's hurt. They can't.
Oh God, I saw this earlier. That was so hard. Like, literally, they just, how is that okay to, like, charge in front of a crowd? God, they were on his, oh God. Oh.
So this is what you get.
Yeah, please keep your kids safe. Don't put them in this. Like, I'm glad that kids want to protest. I'm glad that they want to try to make their voices heard, but don't, if you can't, just keep them at home and have them protest in some way that's safe for them. It's not fair. They don't know what they're getting themselves into if they start getting maced or tear gassed or shot with the rubber. Just really sad. Yeah, I don't know if there's like any type of map. I mean, like, I bet you they are everywhere. Yeah, I believe it was like a week ago, like on Tuesday, but I only found out like Thursday or Friday. I just don't watch the news. Jeez. Oh. Uh-oh.
My fellow Americans, my first and highest duty as president is to defend our great country and the American people. I swore an oath to uphold the laws of our nation, and that is exactly what I will do. All Americans were rightly sickened and revolted by the brutal death of George Floyd. But in recent days, our nation has been gripped by professional anarchists, violent mobs, arsonists, looters, criminals, rioters, Antifa, and others. These are not acts of peaceful protest. These are acts of domestic terror.
See,
Today
he's
I have
trying to paint it like there are no peaceful protests, but there are. There definitely are. I don't know if you guys saw, but like he was talking about, you know, him being okay with peaceful protests, and literally right outside the White House there was peaceful protests, and they were sending people out to go take care of it. It was terrible. And it's like, you're such a liar. You don't want any of this. You don't want any bad press. I mean, who would? But
police department is right now.
This is one of
They
the...
have gone up and down the street. At least, okay, they're turning around.
what are they doing?
There they come. There they come. They just saw me.
In 3 days of surreal moments on TV, this is one of the most surreal moments we've seen. What is underway right now in Van Nuys. All right, so here
Yeah,
come
they're in
the police
OKC. That's
officers
pretty
to
close
help
by.
These community members.
The guys on the other side are in cars.
No, I don't remember
All right,
that.
here they come.
But you know, this has happened so many times. It's really sad how many times this has happened and that people have protested about.
All right, now
And-
they're telling them, no, they're fine.
They're good.
Oh, gosh. Oh,
Gosh. Whoa.
They don't even know
no. Oh,
what
my
they're
God.
doing.
Joe, to your right. Come on.
He's with us.
Sir, they're, okay, sir. They're the store owners. They were
Oh, my
protecting the
God.
looters, sir.
Whoa.
They're protecting the stores. Their looters are over there.
Stand down for a sec, please. Relax.
You're losing your looters. They're going down that way. These are the people in the store trying to stop.
They're not even listening. They don't even care. They just see black people and they're the looters.
They're helping protecting this building. Where'd the looter go?
They were
Okay, description.
My God.
Black, white, Asian.
African Americans. They're in a gray vehicle. The other gray vehicle is parked in front of the.
Jeez, they don't even know what they're doing. And I know things are chaotic, but she was literally trying, and they're just basically telling her to shut up. It's just so dumb. Oh, God. Did my video get taken down? I don't know, it paused. At least for me. That's really strange, I don't know. Something's wrong with my video. Do you see it, babe? You think? You see that? Like, I don't know what was just going on. That was weird. I have never seen that happen. Now it is. I don't know what was going on, guys. I've never seen that happen. It was really weird. I don't know if you guys heard what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying, to be honest.
In affecting these arrests. Is he?
Thank you, Chris. We're going to let Rebecca catch her breath for a moment. On the phone now, we want to go to LaRonda Young. She is a former Fort Worth police officer.
Yeah, everybody's protesting. Who's J. Cole? And what's sad is, like, the reason I haven't talked about this sooner is because, one, I didn't really, oh, okay. Like, I didn't know the whole situation. I still feel like I don't know everything about this. I don't think anybody really does. But we know the main point, you know, we understand enough. Are these the people that have been recent? I think I remember her. And I think I remember some of the younger men. And of course, I wonder why some of this has been blacked out. I don't know. Yeah, and that's the problem too. Like, I'm a white woman, you know. I live in Oklahoma. I feel like a lot of the people that I know and talk to, and you know, like, not like, I don't even know what to call it, but like people I have associations with, it's like I feel like there's such like, oh, well, we're here and it's happening over there and it's, you know, terrible, and it's like, I know I can't do anything because I don't want to risk, you know, anything happening to my family, but I mean, I want to be able to do something. I might have to research. I'm sure there are some things online I can sign. I need to find that kind of stuff. Yeah. There's so many people, famous people that are, you know, making their own comments and everything. I probably need to look up the charities, because if I can't protest and I can't, you know, go out there and try to help, at least if I could donate to charities. Yeah. Have you guys been doing anything? I'm not sure if that's official yet. I think that Trump said something today about it. I haven't watched his full thing yet. Like, I don't know if he is actually saying anything about it.
Every governor to deploy the National Guard in sufficient numbers that we dominate the streets. Mayors and governors must establish an overwhelming law enforcement presence until the violence.
Yeah, and what's sad is you guys have a true fear. Like, you guys are going to be targeted just because of your skin color, and especially with all of this going on. Like, you just saw, like, the police were detaining the store owners that were getting looted, and yes, some of the looters were black, but, like, they weren't even questioning, you know, like, they just immediately started, like, putting them up against the wall, and they didn't even care. It is truly sad. I've cried about this. I just can't imagine what you guys are going through. Let's see. I just don't even know. This is so bad. And, like, I just don't even know. Like, I'm glad people are protesting. I'm just afraid of nothing coming out of this, nothing coming out of this life, these lives that have been lost unjustly. No, I think, like, the whole world is partly protesting. I'm glad Brazil is in on it. Yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to go outside. It's scary. It's just so scary. But I mean, like, I saw hashtag Black Lives Matters, and then I saw, like, different countries and stuff. I think I saw UK. Yeah, so I mean, like, there are different ones going, and I'm glad, because this is something that like affect us all. It's not even just here in the US, it's also in other places. But if other places are saying, hey, why is your country so messed up, maybe something will happen too. I'm glad people are coming together as a whole world to try to stop this. Yeah. Yeah, I hope everybody is safe right now. Try to stay safe. If you can't protest, I understand. If you can, just be smart about it and don't try to get yourself in trouble. Or did I just... I don't know. I thought I was just looking at a video. What is that? Is that a racist gesture now? I don't know what that means, like, other than what they just said.
Justice, so we will be exposing your many crimes to the world. We are Legion. Expect us.
Cause I need a baddie beat, Barbie tank, banging body beat, everybody beat, on my D, yo, I got it beat, in reality, suck a D.
It's gonna be copyrighted. My stream might go down because of that, sorry. Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, please protest from inside, be safe.
Watch how funny this is. Go ahead, look at it. No, don't hate me. Look at it. Oh, what does that say? What does that say? Oh.
Wrong guy.
Oh.
Wrong guy.
Oh my God. No, get the fuck off me, dude. Get off me, dude.
Bro, you fucked up.
You were an FBI agent. That isn't good. That's not good.
Call your supervisor over here. You guys are the stupidest motherfuckers I ever met in my life. How'd you guys... what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Look at him. Get him.
Okay, so actually my friend was telling me about the group Anonymous tonight, or this morning, I mean. I haven't actually looked it up, but she was saying that they've revealed some things about Trump, which I'm like, right now, I mean, like, of course I'm glad that they're revealing whatever scummy things he's doing, but I just wonder if it's not being shed on social media because of all of this. Like, I want it all to be exposed. Like, this and that. Let's see if that actually is a hashtag that's going out right now. Because I haven't looked it up myself, but my friend was telling me about it. And it sounds like a nightmare for him. I need to look them up, I guess. What do you mean they came out of... Yeah. Creepy. Hacktivists. Yeah, I mean, people with power, they think they can get away with anything, but the things that they get away with now will come out eventually. They have to. Somebody will have to bring them to justice. Somebody has to expose the corrupt people. Just so annoying
Violence has been quelled.
how much he has gotten away
If a
with.
city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them. As we speak, I am dispatching thousands and thousands of heavily armed soldiers, military personnel, and law enforcement officers to stop the rioting, looting, vandalism, assaults, and the wanton destruction of property. Those who threaten innocent life and property will be arrested, detained, and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I want the organizers of this terror to be on notice that you will face severe criminal penalties and lengthy sentences in jail. This includes Antifa and others who are leading instigators of this violence.
They said that they are charging the guy who killed Floyd with first-degree murder and stuff, but that's only charging him. Like, they fired all 4 cops or whatever, but they said that they're just charging him, which I feel like actually doesn't mean that this whole thing will, like, go through on him, you know? Like, I feel like they get away with too much. I don't know if it'll actually stick because, you know, they're probably just trying to, like, make us feel better about it and not even care. Let's see. I wonder if the autopsy said if he was actually drinking. I don't know. I'm sure they'd be able to see that in his blood. Okay, I guess they won't tell us if he was under the influence or not. I was just curious. And like they said, it doesn't even matter if he was or not. Obviously, this shouldn't have happened, but I was curious if the people that called the cops on him originally, if they... Oh, third degree murder.
Coronavirus. Stay informed with the facts.
That doesn't seem fair at all. No more than 25 years or a fine of no more than $40,000. That's all this guy will have to do. He can either pay $40,000 or spend 25 years in jail. I mean, I get it. Okay, maybe he didn't want to kill him, but he did, and he didn't care. And he would do it again. Like it said, he had 17 complaints. He had 3 shootings on his record. He had 1 fatal. I don't know if that fatal was George or not, but if it wasn't George, then how can we allow him not to get a more severe, this is so dumb. Yeah, that it's not okay. Yeah, no, like, God. Like, I can't believe that. God, he's gonna, like... Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, I was expecting, like, literally life. I didn't know what third-degree murder meant. But that's just... It's disturbing that that's all he got. Oh. Oh, yeah. No, not at all. So even if he wasn't purposely trying to kill him, he wasn't not trying to kill him, if that makes sense. Like, he wasn't in any way trying to make sure that he wasn't hurting him. Like, he did not care. And then I don't know if it was him or if it was a different officer, but they're like, get in the car, get in the car. And he was like, I will. And they would still not get off of him. So I think from that alone means he intended to hurt him or just didn't give a crap. And that should be more than just third-degree murder. It's just awful. Okay, I'm gonna look up some charities. I don't know how to figure out if it's actually, because there are gonna be websites where they'll be like, yeah, donate here, but it might not be true. Like, it might be just people taking advantage. I don't know where to, let's see. Okay, this is, what is this? Baltimore Sun, okay. So it's a newspaper. I hope that they can give me a reliable... Maybe... I just want to find... I was hoping they'd give me a link to a reliable, like, actual charity for him, for this. Let's see if there's, like, actually charity. Challenge? What's the challenge? Is that a thing? Oh, God, really? Oh, that's just distasteful. My God. Yeah, that it is disgusting. It's... Oh, God. That's messed up, and they're, like, laughing about it like it's a joke. God. It's messed up. Like, I thought the challenge was going to be, like, something protesty, but that's just mess up. It's so messed up. Okay. I don't know how to spell charity. I'm gonna mess up the word. Don't look at me, don't make fun of me spelling charity. Dang it! I knew I'd put the I in the wrong place. Okay, don't make fun of me. I am not a good speller. Really? There's no charity? Let's see. Okay. It has the little thing, but I don't know who this is. ABC. Oh, there is like a okay. I did not know they had an actual website. There you go. That helps. Donate. Easy. Thanks, Danny. I was like literally struggling because I didn't want to be a victim of donating. By the way, babe, I'm donating money. Okay. Yeah, you heard me, I'm sure. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't want you guys to see my information, so I will be right back. Okay. Okay, so I just contributed. Sorry that took me a while. I was trying to create the account, but it keeps saying like stuff is required and I don't see anywhere to input this information. So I don't know. I could not create an account. It was acting weird, but I donated and that's all that matters. I know it's not much, but it helps. Oh, cool. That's not what I meant to do. That's really dumb. I'm gonna try to post that on everything I can. Yeah. I don't know what else to post that on, but there you go. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, I hope that if you can't protest peacefully, if you don't feel safe doing that, which I totally understand, because I don't feel safe doing it. I'm afraid of, I know I'm white, so I shouldn't, I'm not like as much of a target, but I fear people vandalizing or throwing things, or even the other side attacking me with tear gas or the rubber bullets and all that, and it terrifies me. And I am a mom and a wife. I don't want to get hurt and then have my family suffer. So I'm sorry, but I donated a little bit. I hopefully can donate some more. I just did the one time this time, but I would have to talk to my husband about, donating more. So I did that, and I don't think he knows. So, but I just want people to be safe. I want something to come out of this. I am hoping that, who's Megan? I'm Megan. I'm Megan. My name's not Rascal. Just in case you didn't know, my name's not Rascal, it's Megan. Hey, what's up? And I've never tried to hide my name. I just don't always bring it up because I don't talk in third person. So yeah, okay, that's me. That's me. So I hope you guys stay safe. I'm really sorry about what's happening. I hope that this makes a difference for everybody. I just wanted to talk about it because I felt like I needed to know more. I felt like I needed to let you guys know where I stood, which obviously I'm definitely on your side. Some people are saying that, like, at my workplace, like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, of course, but, like, they thought that this was being blown out of proportion. And you're allowed to your own opinion, but something needs to happen because this is happening too much. Like, one is one too many, really, but you don't see this happening to other races, really. It's been pretty bad recently for Black people, and you don't know how many times this might have been happening before we had cameras, before we had people being able to post about it on social media where people could, like, get it instantly. I mean, how often did this used to happen and we had no idea, because you just don't see it unless you're local, like local news covering it and all that. But now we have so many ways of being connected that we all are able to come together and all able to fight this now. And I think that's a wonderful thing. But please be safe. I'm going to be ending the live stream now. Right? Yeah, this is just what we see. What do we don't see? Yeah. Like, who knows how long this has been going on? I'm sure too long, and not everybody has access like this, so... Oh, Stephen Amell. What? I don't know what you were replying to. Was he replying to something? I don't know. Oh, I read that as something else. Okay. I read director. That is not, yeah. Dictator. Yeah, okay. I love Stephen Amell. Okay, sorry guys, I'm getting distracted now. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. Okay, okay. So, be safe. I love you guys. I hope to talk to you guys later on a more upbeat feel, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I am just holding my breath and hoping this goes okay and something actually happens. Okay. You guys all have a good night. I'm gonna end this. There we go. See you guys.